Good morning, everyone. My name is Nindya Septiani, student of Universitas Bina Sarana Informatika, with student number 33230031. Today, I'm going to present my PBL project for morphology with my topic analysis of part of speech. This project is supervised by Miss Rina Lestari, SS MPD. In linguistic morphology and phonology are two important fields of study. Morphology focuses on how words are formed, while phonology studies the sound system of a language. In this project, I try to connect both of aspects through the analysis of parts of speech and observe how morphology change might also affect function or sound pattern. The objectivities of this project are first, to identify and classify parts of speech in the next sentence. Second, to analyze the morphology process such as inflection, diffraction, and compounding. And third, to observe phonological or morphologic changes that occur with those processes. Before going to the data, let me explain a short theoretical background. Morphology is in the study of how words are formed from morpheme. Morphologic is where these two R's meet. It studies how morphological changes affect pronunciation, and finally, parts of speech are categories or words such as nouns, verb, adjective, adverb, and so on. For this project, I analyzed 10 sentences. For example, the tall boy is reading a novel in the classroom. The teacher, English, and my friends bought a new phone yesterday. Each sentence was analyzed has on its parts speech of phonology as well as phonology pattern. In this analysis, I found that several words show both morphology and phonology change. For instance, reading is formed by adding ing to the verb read, which changes its pronouns to rhythm. Teach come from teach is with the sound is. Grandmother is accompanying noun from grand and mother, which stress on the first syllable. Another example, both os irregular past form of by, where the vocal changes from. These examples show how morphology and phonology interest in English words. From the data, I found that verb mostly undergo morphological inflection when expressing tense of aspect. Morphologic changes often occur in the regular verb, and the process of compounding is so that morphological changes can influence some pattern, and these changes are usually systematic and predictable. In conclusion, every part of speech contributes in the structure of and meaning of a sentence. Morphological processes such as affixation and compounding can cause phonological variation. By studying this pattern, we can improve our understanding of both pronunciation and grammar at the same time. The sources of the project are taken from linguistic books such as An Introduction to Language by Fromkin, Morphology by Katambi, and The Student of Language by George Yu. In this part, I'm gonna present 5 case study of English morphology. This project analyzes 5 different cases that respond phonological process in English, including development, inflection, suppletion, compounding, and word formation hierarchy. Before we begin, let's briefly discuss What morphology actually is? Morphology is the branch of linguistics that study the structure of words and how they are formed from the smallest meaning units called morpheme. The sentence we analyze is I unlike going to crowded place, but my friends like to them. From this sentence, we can find two kinds of morpheme. Free morphemes such as like, go, bound morphemes such as an, as, ing, and ed. What is the difference between free and bound morphemes? Free morpheme can stand alone and have meaning like go or like. Bound morphemes cannot stand alone, they must attach to another word such as an or a. In this sentence, there are two important aspects. The perfect an, which is derivation because it changes the meaning of the base word like unlike. The soft s, which is inflection because it makes the third person singular from in likes. The analysis is supported by Barr 1983 and Kattenbus 1933, who distinguish between differentiation and inflection morpheme. What is the main difference between differentiation and inflection effects? Differentiation effects change the meaning or word class. For example, happy become unhappy. Inflection effects only change the grammatical form without change the meaning. Like in the next example is the verb go and its past tense from when. This change does not follow a regular pattern of adding ed. It is called suppletion because the enters from change in tense of adding a morpheme. Why is go when considered suppletion? Because the past tense form is completion, different from the past form. It does not involve adding an effect, but replacing the word with a totally new form. The next example is the word background. It comes from combination to him morpheme black and board. The meaning of blackboard is not simple, a board that is black, but a new word that refers to a blackboard. What is the main character of compounding? Compounding joins to are more base word to form a new word with a meaning that is often different from the original meanings. Here we have the word record. When the stress is on the first syllable, record is a noun meaning a note or a document with the stress in the recall syllable. Recall is verb meaning to recall. How does stress pattern affect more word meaning? Change the position of stress can change both the meaning and the word class. This shows that phonological aspects also influence morphological structure in English. Here we have the word record. When the stress in the on first syllable record is a noun meaning a note or a document. When the stress in the second syllable is record, it's a verb meaning to recall. The stress padding effect more meaning. Change the position of stress can change both the meaning and the word class. They show that phonological effects also influence morphological structure in English. Let's take the word unhappy as our final example. This word is from Step by Step. Happy, happiness, unhappy. First, let's create a noun from an adjective, happy, happiness. Then, reverse the meaning, happiness, happy. This process shows the hierarchical nature of word information. Why is the process called hierarchical? Why is why is why is the process called hierarchical? Because in the word format in the stage, not all at once, each step building up on the preferred one. We can conclude that morphology plays a critical role in shaping meaning and grammatical structure in English. Each process, diffraction, inflection, subtraction, completion, and word formation hierarchically helps us understanding how words are systematically created and used. By studying this case, we can see that every morpheme contributes to meaning whatever by changing word class, making tense, or creating new words. Thank you very much for watching my presentation. I hope this project helped us understanding more about the relationship between morphology, phonology, and parts of speech. Have a nice day!